Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I'm coming at you with Pokemon Soul Silver. This is my Pokemon, Jay's Pokemon blog, and I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Yawn. Huh? It's already become so bright outside. Light. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is widely inhabited by the creatures known as Pokemon. It's a Meryl. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. Sorry for my speech impediment there. Now why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy, or are you a girl? Would you please tell me? Okay. I'm a boy. So you're a boy then. How can you not tell? Just look at me, I'm a boy, clearly. Please tell me your name. Now this is what I wanted to get at. I wanted to tell you how I came up with the name Jay. It took me quite a while to come up with this name, actually. Where to begin? Basically, I wanted a name that people would remember. I wanted something that is very easy to stick in their head and never, ever forget. So, I'm really bad with remembering names. I am really, really bad with remembering names. So, I thought, well, the name should be one syllable, you know? One syllable name, like John, or Ted, or, names like that, Sean, names that are one syllable. Then I thought, well, what's even simpler than one syllable? Well, one letter. One letter is, even more simple than, one syllable. So I started thinking of names that can be considered letters that could be considered a names, X, K, and then I got to it, J. And I said, yeah, J sounds like a cool name. In fact, there is a name, Jay, Jay, at least here where I live. But then I needed to have that edge, something that people would look at it and they would know that is J. That is J. Not J with a Jay. But this guy right here is the J that I'm talking about. So it had to be something that stood out, something that was appealing to even their eyes. So then I thought of the name Sean. Sean can be spelled a couple different ways. Sean can be spelled S-H-A-W-N, and it can also be spelled S-E-A-N. And I thought to myself, if Sean can be spelled S-E-A-N, why can't J be spelt J-E-A? And there we had it. I had my name, J. The Saren and the H came later. So your name is J. He didn't say so. Yes, it is. J, are you ready? Yes, I am. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. And that is very true. Not just in Pokemon, but in life itself. Fun experiences, difficult experience, there's so much waiting for you. Again, very true to life. Dreams, adventure. Let's go to the world. The world of Pokemon. I know that I altered his a little bit, but I think mine was a little bit more epic. I like pauses, I do, when I talk. But really, I mean, what he's saying, it can be interpreted into the world, into where we live, fairly easily. I'll see you later. I shrank! Oh my god, I got so tiny. Did you see that? So, I got Saren. I just needed a last name. I wanted a name that people would believe was my name. And so, I didn't want this fictional character to seem too fictitious. Almost like Rodney Dangerfield. I mean, he has such a cool name, but that was never his real name. His name, I can't remember what his real name is actually, because he became so popular from that alias. But I thought Jay Saren was a believable sounding name, and Saren just kind of came to me. A lot of people think it was because I played Mass Effect a lot, and the main enemy in Mass Effect 1 was a Turian named Saren. And that could be, but I'm pretty sure I had the name even before then, even before Mass Effect came out. It was just a coincidence that the main enemy in Mass Effect was named Saren. What is going on here? I haven't had the chance to save. Can I save? Save state? Load state? Load game? What's going on? This is unfortunate. Anyway, I'll go ahead and finish my story real quick before I figure out what's going on here. And then I just thought of a middle initial, and I gave the middle initial H because of my last name. Hardy is my last name, and I just wanted a middle initial, so like J.H. Saren. But I don't want his middle initial. I don't want his middle name to be Hardy, because that would just sound really stupid. J. Hardy Saren. I don't know. That sounds really weird to me. So I decided very recently, actually, that I would make his middle name Honta, J. Honta Saren, or something along those lines. I might change it later. I mean, it's still my character. I can change it any way I want to. But it's supposed to be named after the village that he lived in, and that it was an honor to be given the name of your village somewhere in your name. So it was given to him in his middle name. Now, the original idea of Jay, he wasn't supposed to be a ninja as most people know him today. He was actually supposed to be a mage, a magician, and he was named after his full name is J. Archimedes Saren, but his real middle name is unknown. People just knew that it used to be an H, but he changed his middle name in honor of his fallen master, whose name was Archimedes. So when people ask me what Jay's full name is, I usually tell them it's J. Archimedes Saren, because that's what the original Jay's name was supposed to be. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for now. I'm really kind of upset that this didn't continue playing, and I'm going to find out what's going on with it. But until then, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.